How are you all holding up anyway? I mean, it's a pretty scary time for everybody. It's a pretty sad time. I find it sad more than scary from where I'm sitting, but to think that you just to think that we'd, as the human race, we'd matured a bit over the last 70 years.
Yeah.
No.
It doesn't seem to be. Very, very sad in that respect.
Yeah.
But that's what we're going to do today, really. We're just going to put things in perspective and get some clarity. So that old saying, you know, recognizing the things we can change, things we can't change. And as I was saying the other day in a post, we just have to be as kind as we can be to each other, people around us. I think as individuals, it's very difficult. We feel like it's out of our control. But as individuals, if we can, it starts with us by being as kind to as each other as we can, doing our best to help the people we can help. And that's my thinking on this, so that we can still live our life and be happy still. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to get into this in a little bit. So have you got any questions or anything they'd like to say to me before we get started? No? All right, it's good to see you. So basically, that's what we're going to do this week. I'm going to help you go into a state of mind, into a quiet space. I'm going to help you, whatever is going on around you at the moment, and there's a lot going on around us in the world, but wherever your mind is at the moment, I want you just for this period of time together to just switch off. My goal here today was going to take you into a space where you can just put everything else out of your mind for a while. Look at it like a brain massage. You know, it's just for the time we're here, just focus. Know that all that matters to me while we're together here is you. Everything else is periphery while we're here together. And we're just going to focus on taking you into a space where you can get clarity on the things, maybe the questions you're asking yourself. And we all have them at times, you know, what we should be doing now, what we should be doing next, the questions that come up. And we're just going to find the answers to those questions in a quiet space where everything else for a while is out. Because I know we all do it. We think, I must sort this out. And then we're thinking about the problem. And then we think, you know, I haven't got any milk. And then you think, well, I must get some milk. And then you think about your Aunt Mary's cat. And then you think about animals. And before you know it, you're thinking about something completely different. And I think what hypnosis does, it allows the operator, which I would consider to be me, to hold you in a space where everything is out of the way for a while. So in this quiet time that we have together, you can just focus on the one thing that you need to resolve at this point in time. And I want you all to understand that within you, you'll have the resources and the strengths and the abilities to overcome that problem. Once we get our conscious mind, which is the part of us that believes it is us, but in reality is the least dependable part of our being, we get that out of the way. So your unconscious mind, which is everything else about you. If you imagine the unconscious part of your being is this vast warehouse of everything you've ever experienced, everything you've ever learned is in that warehouse. Generally, we're going into that vast warehouse with a torch, which is your conscious mind. But when we open ourselves up and we switch those lights on, you can find the answers to the questions you've been asking yourself. And that's what we're going to do today. So there won't be a lot of chat unless anyone's got any questions for me. We're just going to get into this, make this a longer session of hypnosis. I'm going to take you on a trip and we're going to find the answers to the questions you have. And then when you'll realize at some point today or tomorrow, that answer that you've been asking yourself will drop in automatically. Is everyone in, Amanda?
Yeah, there's 4 people that haven't accepted to be panelists, but I'll leave them unless they change their mind.
All right, okay. Yeah, I think, yeah, we'll mute everybody once we get started. So before we do that, has anyone got any questions? Put your hand up, ask any questions you like. No? Right. Okay. Right. Well, if you're,
Can I send an invite to 2 people or?
can you send an invite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll if they don't respond in like a minute, then that's
Okay.
they can always catch up. Cool.
And nice to see you, Tess. I got to you first today.
You did, yes. What a treat.
Tess is in
I'm so
Cyprus.
touched.
Tess is in Cyprus, and I'm in Cumbria in England. And every Friday morning, Tess sends me a text to remind me that it's Friday, which shows you where my head's at. Otherwise, I wouldn't know what day it is. But this morning, I got up and I got up very early, and I did a workout. And I thought, oh, I'm going to surprise Tess by sending her a text, which is what I did. So that's why she was surprised. Anyway, it's nice to see you all. All right, we're just waiting to see if Mary's friends are joining us. They can join anyway. We just yes, someone's Tess asked how Lucy the dog is. I put a post out today, a picture of her in the snowdrops. We've got these incredible snowdrops all around this garden I've got. So, and it's really beautiful. So she was out today, so I took a picture. If you want to see, she's on, I'll put it on Facebook. Nice to see you, Sarah. Good to see you all.
I think Karen's got a question for you.
Yeah, please ask. Switch your mic.
Hi. Yeah, yes. Can you hear me?
I can, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This might not be done, but is this recorded that I could listen to it again, or?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay. And where would I find it then?
On my YouTube channel, which is Freddy.
All right.
Freddy Jacquin Hypnosis, and you can find all of the sessions I've done over the last 2 years. Well, for the College of Medicine are there. Yeah. And while we're just still waiting for Mary, if you haven't already joined the College of Medicine, I asked the question the other day, how much was it? And I was absolutely surprised. It's £30 a year to join the College of Medicine, Integrated Health. And apart from me, which you get kind of every Friday, last Friday of every month, you know, there's some incredible people on there. And we've got some of the most wonderful doctors and surgeons and health professionals in this country on that board of directors for the College of Medicine. And their goal is to integrate some of the techniques we use with the general, what we normally think of as their, you know, as medicine. And they're open to all of these alternative things. And they're our way, I honestly believe they're our way into things like the NHS, who at the moment still are quite hard to get past. But we've got Amanda King here, she's letting you all in. And Amanda is the engine of the College of Medicine. She's the person that keeps everyone on their toes. She lets everyone know what's going on. And without her, I don't think there would be a College of Medicine. There would be, but there'd be no one there. So anyway, I'm going to quickly thank Amanda for doing that. So we're going to get into this, okay? So if you're ready to lose yourself for a while, to go on this trip with me, to find the answers to the questions you may have been asking yourself, what I'd like to do is make sure you're comfortable, and you're safe, so you're not perched on the end of a table somewhere with a boiling hot cup of coffee in your lap or anything like that. So just get yourself comfortable. Place your hands and your feet separately if you can. So if you got, you know, don't have your arms crossed, your legs crossed, and just get comfortable. And when you're ready to do this, when you're ready to lose yourself for a while, just take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, allow your eyes to close. Only as quickly as you're ready to lose yourself into this space. Just for a while, nobody wants anything and no one expects anything. And there is nothing for you to do but to listen to my voice. For a moment, focus on your body, and if you can sense any tension anywhere, let it go. Start at the very top of your head and allow your scalp to relax. Just let all of that tension out of your scalp. Imagine having your head massaged. And let that feeling of relaxation go down to those muscles around your eyes. And let your eyes relax completely. Imagine that's happening automatically as you listen to my voice. Your eyes are relaxing so completely, they just won't work. Imagine that's happened now and there's nothing you can do about that. When you realize your eyes are so relaxed, they just won't work, you can test them and find it completely locked. Just for a while, that's right. Now, nothing bothers you, nothing affects you, nothing disturbs you. All that matters now is you, the sound of my voice, and that thing of freedom. I'm going to snap my fingers, and as you hear that sound, that thing of relaxation around your eyes is going to flood down through your body like a bliss anesthesia. Every muscle, nerve, and fiber relaxing now. That's right. Just feel that feeling flooding down through your body to every cell, every fiber. Just for a moment, focus on your breathing. Imagine you're breathing in calm and you're breathing out tension. You're breathing in confidence and you're breathing out doubt. Let that calm feeling go down through your body. Because with the eyes closed, you can continue to relax. Although at times you may be more aware of some things than you were before. The sound of my voice, the comfort of the chair, the sounds in the room, certain sensations, the beating of your heart, and the thoughts and images that drift into the mind automatically. Just for a moment, see the faces of the people you love, people that love you, friends, family. See those faces feel that love right now. And let that remind you of just how loved you are and how incredible you are as a being. And as you feel that love, as you see those faces, every negative, limiting belief that you or anyone else ever placed on you is swept from your mind, replaced by a feeling of calm. Because with the eyes closed, it becomes easier to become more and more aware of a variety of things otherwise may go overlooked or ignored. Thoughts, feelings, sensations. The alteration of awareness as the mind begins that gradual letting go. That's right. Letting go even of the effort it takes to be aware of exactly where the arms are positioned, or the hands or fingers. Even the effort it takes to be aware of which leg seems to relax more quickly or completely than the other may seem to be too much effort to bother making. But it takes time to experience that letting go, your own time in your own way. As you continue to learn even more than before about your abilities, your capacities to learn as you relax. And the mind begins to drift down toward a place of quietness. A place of peaceful inner awareness. A place that almost seems to give off signals that directs awareness down toward it, into it, more and more comfortably, more and more effortlessly, more and more completely and deeply than before. Where even the effort it takes to be aware of the sound of my voice or the meaning of my words may almost seem to be too much effort to bother making. It's so much easier simply to relax and enjoy that letting go. Letting go even of the effort it takes to be aware. A drifting down, deeper, deeper, deeper down now. 10, 20, 100 times deeper. Imagine you're just drifting down toward a state of total bliss. Imagine it's happening automatically. There's nothing you can do about that. Every word I say just takes you even deeper into that wonderful space. And just when you think you've reached the ultimate space of bliss and profound hypnosis, my voice, my words are going to take you 10 times deeper. And as you drift in that space, my voice and my words will drift with you to become a part of your experience now. Every word I say doubles that feeling. Everything I say now is your reality. Every suggestion I give you, your mind and body will act upon. At a molecular, cellular, neurological level, it's now your reality. Just for a while, you'll see what I say you can see, or you'll feel what I say you can feel, hear what I say you can hear, believe what I say you believe as you go deeper, deeper, deeper down. That's right. The unconscious mind can allow that drifting to occur. While the conscious mind drifts off someplace else entirely now. In your own time, in your own way. Aware of events that occur along the way. As the unconscious mind utilizes that opportunity to alter your awareness and to continue that learning in whatever way is the right way for you. Learning that feeling of letting go. Allowing the unconscious to assume more and more responsibility for guiding and directing awareness as you continue to learn. And I can wonder whether you're aware that you've drifted deeply into hypnosis. The deeper you go, the better you feel. Imagine it's happened automatically. Just for a moment. You and I are standing at the top of a flight of 5 steps. 5 steps that lead down into the most beautiful old walled garden. One of those gardens that you see in those ancient homes. You can see the lawn stretched out in front of you. Get a sense of the flowers, the colors, the perfume. Let that perfume fill your senses. And in a moment, I'm going to count down those steps. And as I count down those 5 steps, every step is going to take you even deeper into that wonderful, profound state of trance. But I want you to enjoy every moment. 5. Going even deeper. 4. You can see that garden. 3. Get a sense of that grass and the flowers and the plants. 2. 1. 0. And now we're in that garden. Get a sense of the softness of the grass under your feet, the warmth of the sun on your face, that fresh air in your lungs. As you walk across that lawn, get a sense of an old bench, an old oak bench on the pathway, carved out of a single piece of oak, hundreds of years old. As we make our way over to that bench, and we sit on that bench and you look out across that garden, there's no one for miles around. There's nothing for you to do but to enjoy that feeling of freedom and peace. And as you look out across that garden, and you look up into that blue sky. You close your eyes and you go into the most beautiful sleep. In that sleep, you go into a dream. In that dream, you're walking through one of those fields of gold that Sting sings about, wheat and barley. And you can feel the softness of those plants against your hand. You can see a breeze blowing across the top of those plants like a golden wave. And as you walk through that field of gold, you stop for a moment and just take in that feeling of freedom. Nothing bothers or affects you, nothing disturbs you. And as we continue through that field, it opens onto a pathway, a wide, open, safe pathway that leads down into a valley. And there are wild flowers as far as the eye can see. Get a sense of the perfume and the colors filling your senses. And every step we take down that pathway now takes you deeper and deeper into that wonderful space. Nothing bothers or affects you, nothing disturbs you. And as we walk down that pathway into that valley, you can see an old oak tree beside that pathway, hundreds of years old, its branches overhanging that pathway. And as we pass beneath those branches and we stop for a moment, you can feel the shade and see the sun shining between those leaves like diamonds. And you can think about the hundreds of people that have met there, that have sheltered there over those hundreds of years. And as we continue to walk down into that valley and back out into the sunlight, feel the warmth of the sun on your face as we go deeper, deeper, deeper down into that valley. And now you can see and hear the river that's running through that valley, running to somewhere miles and miles away. And now we're on that riverbank. Just sitting on that riverbank, feel the softness of the grass. Watch the leaves and twigs drifting down that river. And as you sit on that riverbank, you notice you've got a rucksack on your back. And you haven't noticed it before, but now you can feel the weight of it. In that rucksack is every negative, limiting belief that has ever been placed on you. Every ounce of hurt, pain, and sadness that was ever left with you, so subtly over the years that you hadn't felt it, but now you can feel the weight of it. And it's been slowing you down, it's been holding you back. But as you become aware of that bag, you can see me in front of you, and you can feel me unstrapping that bag and lifting it off your back. See my arms, my shoulders straining under the weight of that bag. And as I lift it off your shoulders, notice there, tied to that riverbank, is an old rowing boat. It's been left there, forgotten about, abandoned for years. One of those boats that you see in the parks in the summer. Dried leaves in the bottom of that boat. It's just been left there and forgotten about. But as you see that boat, get a sense of me taking that bag and putting it into that boat. Watch the boat go lower in the water under the weight of all of the hurt, pain, sadness, every negative, limiting belief that's ever held you back is now in that boat. Every ounce of irrational fear and doubt is in that bag. And watch as I cut the rope that's holding that boat to that riverbank and kick that boat out into that river. And watch as the current catches it and it starts to move down that river, further and further away, smaller and smaller. And get a sense of it disappearing round a bend in that river and out of sight. And as it disappears around that bend, you can lay back on that riverbank and look up into that blue sky. And just for a moment, get a sense of that tiny rowing boat laden down with all of the hurt and pain and sadness that's ever held you back, way out there on a vast ocean. And in your mind's eye, watch a wave wash over that boat and take that boat down into the depths of the ocean, into the darkness. Get a sense of it hitting the seabed and that bag spilling all that hurt and pain and sadness out, every negative limiting belief, every irrational fear and doubt at the bottom of the ocean. And watch as it disappears into the sand, never to affect you again. Get a sense of that happening, and there's nothing you can do about it. And as you get a picture of that in your mind, you get a sense of that, you close your eyes and you go into a sleep. And in that sleep, you go into a dream. And in that dream, we are walking into the most incredible light, the most beautiful, all-enveloping light. And as you walk into that light, once again, think about those people you love, people that love you. Think about the people you've helped with your kindness and your love and your words, who are living their life differently because of you. And feel that love now. As you walk into that light, feel that love. Feel it flooding your body and your mind into the very marrow of your bones, and notice as your body's flooded with that thing of love, that every doubt's gone from your mind and body, because it cannot coexist in your mind and body with that thing of love. And as we continue through that light, you can see it now. There's a door, like the door to a bank vault, a massive steel door. See the dial on the front of that door. And beside that door is a keypad. And the light is red. 3 numbers pop into your mind. You punch them into that keypad and the light goes green. And we're opening that door. And we're pulling it open. Feel the weight of that big steel door as we pull it open. And we're stepping into that bank vault. And on the wall are some safety deposit boxes. One of them has your name on it. Go over to that safety deposit box, open the door, pull out that canister and take it to the table that's there in the middle of that bank vault. And open the lid. And there in that canister is a photograph of you living the life you want, having created the health and the happiness you want, free of every limitation. Get a sense of that now. See yourself in that photograph. I want you to step into that photograph and feel into it and get a sense of how that feels. You achieve what you wanted to achieve. You're free of the past. You're free of all the hurt, pain, sadness, and doubt. Step into that body and feel into it and ask this question: how much fun is it to be free? How much fun can you make it? How important is it for you to be well and happy? Get a sense of that feeling now, because now you know how you're going to feel. Everything about your mind and body is inclined toward it. I take that photograph out of that canister, and underneath that photograph is a piece of A4 paper, and it's folded in half. And when you open that piece of paper, there in your own handwriting are the answers to the questions you've been asking yourself. The things you want to do, the way you want to feel. The answers to the questions you've been asking yourself are written on that piece of paper in your own handwriting. And you're memorizing those answers. And you're storing them in that part of your mind that's there for those answers to be used and utilized later on. And now that you've done that, you fold that piece of paper up and you put it back in that canister. You take that photograph, you look at it one more time, that wonderful photograph of you having created the life you want and the happiness and well-being. Put the photograph back on that piece of paper and shut that lid. And take that canister, put it back in that safety deposit box, close the door. And now we're walking back out of that bank vault. Feel the weight of that door as we close it behind you. You spin that dial and that light goes red. And now we're walking back into that beautiful light. Feel it flooding your body and mind. Get a sense of that now, lighting you up, lifting you up as you feel that feeling of love. Because you are love, and you are loved, and you are loving. Get a sense of that now. And as we walk into that light, you realize you're in a dream. The most incredible dream that you're having on that riverbank. And as you become aware of that, you're waking up on that riverbank. You can feel the sun on your face. You can see that river flowing by. And you remember that boat with that bag at the bottom of the ocean. And I want you to notice that feeling of freedom, that lightness of being. And now we're walking back up that pathway, back up out of that valley. And notice that incredible feeling of freedom and the lightness of being, free of the past, free of every negative, limiting belief, free of every ounce of hurt, pain, and sadness that was ever placed on you. And you can see that oak tree. And as we once again pass beneath those branches and we feel the shade and we see that light shining between those leaves, and notice that feeling of freedom, that wonderful lightness of being. As we walk back up into the sunlight, feel the sun on your back as we walk out of that valley. And now you can see that field of gold, wheat and barley. And as we walk into that field and you feel the softness of the plants against your skin, you feel the warmth of the sun on your face. And once again, we stop in that field for a moment, in that silence, that feeling of peace. And as you feel into that feeling, you realize you're in a dream. You're in a dream that you're having in that old walled garden. And as you realize that, you're waking up on that bench. And you can see that lawn stretched out in front of you. You can see the flowers, smell the perfume, feel that wonderful feeling filling your senses. And you can see those 5 steps that led down into that garden. And now we're walking back toward those steps. Feel the softness of the grass under your feet. Feel the warmth of the sun on your back. And now we're at the bottom of those steps. I'm going to count from 1 to 5 and we're going to run up those steps with a new energy and a feeling of freedom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're at the top of those steps. And you look back over that garden, you can see that bench where you fell asleep and went into that dream. And you realize that you're in your room in a deep state of hypnosis. A feeling of freedom you may have never experienced before, a new understanding of just how loved you are, how incredible you are, because you are loved and you are loved and you are loving. You're going to take that feeling into everything you do. You're a whole being. You don't need to be anything else. You're already the most incredible creation in this known universe. You're unique. As you get a sense of that now, I'm going to continue to count up from 5. 5. Every negative thought gone from your mind. 6. Every limiting belief that was ever placed on you, that ever held you back, is at the bottom of the ocean, never to affect you again. 7. A new understanding about your worth and your value and just how incredible you are. A feeling of unconditional love for yourself, and know it's okay to love yourself. Get a sense of that now. The most incredible, wonderful feeling of unconditional self-love. And know it's okay to feel that. 8. Once again, think about the people you love, the people you've helped, the people whose lives are different because of your words and your kindness and your skills. And think about the people you love. See those faces, feel that love right now. Feel it like a burning hot sun in a summer sky. And shrink that down to a white hot nuclear powered ball of light as big as a golf ball. And pull that into your heart center. And feel your heart expanding with that feeling of love and light and joy. Feel it expanding, flooding your body with that feeling, and notice that every ounce of doubt has gone from your body. Every irrational thought and fear has gone from your body, because it cannot coexist in your body with that feeling of love and light. And notice that feeling of love cannot be contained in your body. Feel it spreading beyond your body and rippling out to the edges of this known universe. And you're at the center of it. Get a sense of that now, a new understanding, because the essence of who you are is pure love and it's pure light. 9, a moment of clarity. Things that had seemed hard to overcome no longer have any power over you. 10, a moment of enlightenment, a new understanding. Eyes opening, feeling absolutely incredible now. That's right. I can't see everybody. I'm assuming that you're all, Tess is just coming back to this world. Excellent. Okay, hope you enjoyed it, Ben and Chris, all of you, those who are seeing.
Thank you, Freddie.
Okay, look, take this feeling into this weekend and just be everything you want to be. There is only this moment in time. The past is a vacuum, it no longer exists. And the future can only be imagined. So you might as well imagine the best outcome. Either way, it's not real. So thanks for joining me today. And say, have a lovely weekend. Stay well, be happy. And I hope I'll see some of you again soon. All right.